G'day everyone, welcome back. Today is something different, sort of, not really, still boat stuff. Finally getting my mooring put down. So for those of you that don't know, Kiara is swinging off a borrowed mooring at the moment. So the mooring contractor that's sinking my mooring, he's allowed me to use his commercial one, which is very nice of him, very grateful. Mine took a lot longer than expected to get through marine parks, but it is, and that's where we're heading today. So we're going to head out and make a little bit of a run of it. You know, it's a nice day, why not? And the family's coming too, so we're all going to jump on Kiara and tie up at the end of Lemon Tree and wait for Jay, the mooring contractor, to come out, and he's going to pick up the mooring and put it in the water for me. So, alright, so we got the titty, obviously, still there, which is good. So we're just motoring up to Kiara now. It's not too far, just a bit of a run up, and we're all going to jump in that. Like I said in the intro, we're going to just run it back down to Lemon Tree, park up there, and wait for Jay to turn up and go and put a block of concrete in the water. It's been a long time coming. So I suppose a bit of an explanation as to why you haven't seen me working on the boat, because while I've been swinging off Jay's mooring, it's a bit hard to get to work on anyway. So I guess that's the explanation. Now, once it gets over to my mooring, I'll be in a lot better position to work on. And then I have also just booked in the dates to get her out of the water, so more to come on that.
Well, it wouldn't be a complete boating story without having trouble with the outboard.
That's a good point. I forgot to pick the camera up.
Yeah.
So we were having...
Had to run out to Kiara with the choke on.
Yeah. So it wouldn't run properly, and we got it to run just by holding the choke on, so it was a blocked main jet. Well, actually...
We think it was.
I think it was, but the float was also a little bit sticky too, so I think perhaps it was just not allowing fuel in properly. And sprung. Anyway, I'm putting it back together now.
Well, that's what you get for doing it properly. It was washed, ran out of fuel, properly drained, put away, looked after, and now it's blown up.
Now
So
here we are. Well, it's not blown up.
don't do that again.
Yeah. Yeah. No valve springs in this one though.
No valve springs.
Alright.
So yeah, good your repairs are.
Just fantastic, I guarantee it.
Yeah, right. Check the valve springs.
Check the valve springs, they've been checked. It's throttle. This thing used to be choke on, two pulls at a cough, choke off, and then it'd just run all day. Didn't do that earlier. Choke. Okay, right.
Well, that's a lot better than what it was.
I reckon it was the float.
Yeah,
I reckon
probably.
the float being sticky.
Yeah. Oh well, good now.
No, good now. Alright. Fan going. Alright, so yeah, well, we're gonna fire it up, see how the old girl goes. One pump on the accelerator pump, probably about half throttle. Not too bad. Righto. We'll let it warm up and we'll head up to the wharf. All right, there we have it. We are on my new mooring at Taylor's Beach. It was a long process. Yeah, I don't think I really talked about it too much on the channel, partly because it was just quite frustrating and there was just nothing I could do about it. It was just stuck with the just the powers that be. It's the way it is. But we are here. It's, you know, it's a good spot. I'm really happy. Very close to the beach, so you know, that's Taylor's Beach there. And I think they said I was about 90 metres off the corner of the floating pontoon there. So I couldn't be happier with the location. And it's here. So I don't know if I mentioned that or not. All right, what I thought I'd do, because I don't think I've actually done it properly yet. I've shown bits and bobs when it comes to how much rot is actually in the timber work of this boat. But I thought what I might do, because I don't know how much content's actually going to come out of just getting the mooring sunk, I thought I might do a walk around and give you a pretty in-depth, if I can, view of how and where is rotted and needs a lot of work or, you know, replacement. So, righto, so we're at the back of the boat now. Now, these timber surrounds, they need replacing. Verticals need replacing, but what I am going to do, just as a bit of a change, I'm going to get rid of this gap and I'm going to make the top windows come all the way to here, just to open it out a little bit more. I'm not even sure why they put that sort of extra angle bit in there. That needs replacing. The back one needs replacing. This side needs replacing. That one as well. They're all pretty straightforward. Now, something that's hard to show because the doors are up. Some of these top braces need replacing. That one's a bit soft, so it's soft to the finger too. Those ones there, done. So most of this whole top deck here needs some new sections put in, but the worst of it is right up the back here. So these vertical supports are still good and strong all the way. That's not. That's just not. So they're got to get remade around the sides, across the back, everything. This side's obviously completely fallen apart. This one doesn't seem too bad, but anyway, it still is not great. So pretty well every piece of surround of the boat needs to get done. Let me just change my grip here so I don't fall over. That'd be bad. When I say surround, I mean all these sections up the top. So you know, I don't even know what that is, but it's coming off. They need, you know, done. So there, if you can get a bit of a gauge of what they are. So they just look like they've just been screwed onto the end of the deck. So they're all coming off. As far as this side walkway goes, back here's not too bad. Up there I'll show you in a minute. Every single window surround on the boat is done. It's shot. This wall's pretty good, except around this window. So this window I didn't notice too much when I first looked at the boat, but it's pretty bad. But again, we've got this surround piece here that runs along the side of the top deck. It's just shot. I don't know what it was, but it wasn't good. It certainly wasn't suitable for marine. So come forward a bit more. That window is pretty good all the way around. This one, if you watch the previous episode, I just made a little patch panel to stop the water coming in, but that window surround there is just gone. It's not too bad further forward you come. Again, this still surrounded the top deck, needs to come off. This glass is one layer of just crappy glass. It did more harm than good, to be honest. It trapped water, so that's all coming back. Now, worst part of the runway on this side, excuse the lens cap, is this here. So you can see the outline of the bit of timber that they put in as a replacement, and it's just fallen apart. So that's got to be replaced. That's really spoogy there, obviously, as you can see. As we come further forward onto the bow, another bit there, I'm tipping there's probably like a of rectangular or just a section there that's been replaced, but it's no good. So I mean, I'd like to make a new bowsprit of some sort. For the moment it works, it's staying. The hatch has to get looked at. It's, you know, it's there, it doesn't really leak, but it's not very pretty. The worst of the windows is up here. So as you can see, all these sections are just, there's nothing there. So, and they've all been pieced together. I don't understand why they're all pieced together like this. And all these window timber surrounds are just, they're just shit. So, excuse my language, but they are falling apart. So forward section of this roof line is not that bad, but it may have to come off anyway, I don't know. As we come around the boat, again, it's still just falling apart. So the bow is good all the way around. All the deck surface is good except for that section over there I first showed you. Let's move up to the mid-level deck. This feels really good everywhere. There's no, you know, there's no bad bits on this top section. But we come back to the window surrounds again. Now I just don't know what they used, but yeah, this section of the surround is good. The timber's good that the window's in, but the, you know, fascia or whatever you want to call that needs doing. That crack there is fairly new. I don't know where that come from, but that's still pretty solid. But again, you know, that's all going to go. I mean, I can pull that off with just my fingers, and they're not that strong. This forward surround of the deck again, it's just got to go. Where else are we leading to? That's about it for the front windows. Front windows shouldn't be too terrible. Top deck, top deck, not great if I'm being honest. Most of it feels okay. I won't even walk out there because it's just too too sketchy, and a lot of the instability is because of those the rotten beams under there. So yeah, I mean, I'm not an overly big person, but I certainly wouldn't walk all the way out there. Alright, well, in the theme of keeping it running, let's walk down. Let's walk down the port side of the boat. This window is stuffed, well stuffed. So I think realistically, you know, like it's just, there's nothing there. These vertical sections, I don't know. I'll have to get some paint off and have a look. I'm not holding high hopes for it. As we move along a bit further, they got the same thing. The runner down either side or down this side of the boat is really good. No soft spots at all on this one. But yeah, I mean, we just come back to the same stuff. You see how much that window moves when I hit it. There's just nothing there. So anyway, move along a bit forward. Oh, sorry, a bit aft, not forward. Same thing with these surrounds. I just don't know. I mean, I don't know enough about how this boat was constructed, but you know, to me, and this is just me, one layer of glass is not going to do anything. So, I mean, we'll wait to get it up on dry dock before we go too crazy pulling stuff out. But yeah, you know, same with this back corner here. So yeah, as we head further back, as I said, this is all really nice and solid. The runway at the back's good, and we sort of come back to where we were. You know, replacing more of this. That rear section is an added on aluminium sheet by the look of it. So I don't know if we'll keep that, incorporate it, and then they're glassed over it and it's nice and corroded. I just don't know. So, but that's where we are. So that's basically the worst of it in the boat. As far as internally goes, like, you know, actually down in here, it's not terrible. There's some of this wood paneling on the side, or most of this wood paneling on the side, this decorative stuff, it's got to go. I think it's just fallen apart because of the water coming in from outside. Same on the other side. One of the beds on the side of one of the bunks, it needs doing. It's all just that sort of stuff inside. There's nothing structural. Yeah, and something that is probably going to happen pretty soon is the head needs to be basically... Hang on, kiddos. Hang on. Out, please. Thank you. yeah, the head needs to be redone. There's cracks and things in that, and I just don't like the layout. I think I'm going to get rid of the basin in there because it's not necessary. Give it a bit more room. But anyway, I hope that sort of gave you a bit more of an in-depth look at the amount of work that's going to have to be done when this thing comes out of the water. So, alright, thank you for watching. I'm happy to be on my new mooring. Please remember to subscribe and like and everything. Unfortunately, there's been a bit of a drop in the channel lately, and yeah, I really hope we can get past that and get it climbing again. So, alright, I'm going to get everything packed up here and get on my way, and we'll see you next.